Hello and welcome to South Jersey in Focus. I'm your host, Veronica Dudo. On this week's episode, preparations are underway for the Philadelphia Polo Classic, which is expected to draw thousands of attendees. Plus, Taylor Swift fans are flocking to a South Jersey museum to get a closer look at an exhibit chronicling her evolution as an artist. The Philadelphia Polo Classic is back for its third year, bringing an exciting day of world-class polo to Fairmount Park. The event, which draws over 3,000 attendees, supports the Work to Ride program, a nonprofit organization transforming the lives of Philadelphia youth through equestrian sports. This year's Classic features an expanded lineup of guest experiences and ticketing options, including premium seating, food trucks, and exclusive dining packages. Proceeds from the event will fuel the Race to the Finish campaign, a vital fundraising effort aimed at building a much-needed indoor riding arena for the local community. Joining me now is Kareem Rosser, the Executive Vice President of Work to Ride, an author and a polo champion. Hi, Kareem. Thanks so much for joining.
Hi, how are you? Thanks for having me.
So how has the Philadelphia Polo Classic evolved since its inception 3 years ago?
Well, we're excited about this year. I mean, unfortunately, last year we didn't have our event due to the rain. The first year was an incredible year. We had about 3,000 people show up to the Polo Classic in Fairmount Park here in Philadelphia. We anticipate another, 3 to 4,000 people this year, so we're really excited about it. We've added a few new additions to our event as far as some of the ticketing options. One of the things being our Chucker Party tent, which is a ticket price in between our VIP and general admissions. And we're excited for some of the new food trucks and vendors that will be out. But more importantly, we're excited to put a great show on for the fans here in Philadelphia with 2 polo matches.
Now, what impact has Work to Ride had on the lives of Philadelphia's youth, especially those who participate in the program?
Yeah, this year we're celebrating our 30th anniversary. Actually, this past July, we celebrated our 30th anniversary, which is a huge milestone for us. Our founder and executive director, Leslie Heiner, has been an important person here in Philadelphia. Just her impact. Many kids have gone through the organization. I want to say thousands have gone through the organization since its inception. The impact on the community has been incredible. I personally have experienced great benefits from the organization. Being a participant as an 8-year-old boy and going through the program and watch how it transformed my life. We're hoping to do that for many more kids here in Philly for decades to come.
Now, can you just talk a little bit about your story and the impact that this program had for you?
Yeah, as I said, so I started riding as an 8-year-old boy myself, along with many of my siblings. We're incredibly fortunate to find the place. Accidentally, discovered the place by just riding our bikes and taking a wrong turn. That was I always joke about how that was one of the best wrong turns ever. As an 8-year-old boy, I joined the organization, had no idea at the time how it was going to change my life, specifically just through horses and polo. I've been fortunate enough to travel the world, and I played polo on nearly almost every continent. And now I'm just excited to bring this back to Philadelphia because it's a sport that has changed my life, but gave me incredible exposure. And I'm hoping that I can do that for the same some of Philly youth here today.
Absolutely. And of course, Philadelphia, a big sports community. So, how does this event make the sport of polo more accessible to diverse communities?
Yeah, polo has this stereotype as this exclusive sport that many people can't access. I mean, to be very honest and frank, it is an expensive sport just because of the animals themselves, horses. But I wouldn't say that it's not accessible. Work to Ride being one of many places in the country, that offers polo I guess in an affordable way compared to what most people may believe. We have been involved in the United States Polo Association now for over 2 decades, and just a number of programs that the United States Polo Association offers, which is the governor body of polo here in the U.S. There are many programs that make the sport accessible, and Work to Ride being one of them. It's been great, and we're looking forward to continuing to make it accessible to folks here in Philadelphia.
How has the community responded to the other polo classics that you've held, and what kind of support are you expecting this year?
Yeah, no, the community has been great. Last year, I guess the first year, I should say, there was a wonderful turnout. Again, I didn't really anticipate much of a turnout just because it was his first year, but I knew at some point people would be excited about polo being here in Philly. I know there's been buzz around the city about the event just because it's unique, and there's no other place in Philadelphia where you see polo or horses. I guess, well, I should say there are many places in Philadelphia where there are horses, but there's no place in Philadelphia where there's polo. So I think bringing the sport and the game to the city has been great. But more importantly, the event was created behind the idea of connecting people, and that's connecting folks that we've been able to meet around the world, and bring them here to Philadelphia to see how wonderful the city is, but also more importantly, connecting them with Philadelphians who are also trying to have a impact and a positive change on here on the city.
Fantastic. Well, the Philadelphia Polo Classic takes place on September 21st, 2024. Kareem, thanks so much for your time today.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
A new exhibit celebrating the career of pop sensation Taylor Swift has opened at a museum in Stone Harbor, New Jersey. The exhibit showcases a collection of memorabilia, including costumes, photos, and personal items from Swift's journey to stardom. Fans are flocking to the museum to get a closer look at the artifacts that chronicle her evolution as an artist. The display offers a unique opportunity to explore the impact of Swift's music and persona on popular culture. Here to tell us all about the exhibit and how it came about is Teri Fischer, the president of the Board of Trustees at the Stone Harbor Museum. Hi, Teri. Thanks so much for joining the show.
Hi, thank you for having me.
So, what inspired the creation of this Taylor Swift exhibit in Stone Harbor, New Jersey?
Well, the Swift family, they were longtime summer residents here in Stone Harbor. Taylor's father, Scott, was even an EMT for Fire Company Number One here. And so they, have always had a love for Stone Harbor and heard about our museum and contacted us to see if we would like to have a few things here. And the answer was absolutely yes. And thank you so much.
Can you describe some of the key items on display at the exhibit?
We have a guitar that's signed by Taylor Swift, and we have some photos of her when she was young and in Stone Harbor. We also have a couple of we have a Peter Max inspired poster, which is right behind me. And we have an Eras Tour poster, which is on our outside window. And we also have a clock made out of 4 different albums. And the clock actually works. It's wonderful.
Now, how has Taylor Swift's career influenced the curation of this exhibit?
Well, basically, we're just celebrating, her life, and it's beach pictures of her for the most part, because that's what people want to, when they're here, they want to come and see. And everybody, the response has been tremendous. Everybody loves it.
So I know that you say that's been busy. We can also hear some people in the background who are moving through
Yes,
all of the different
we're open
items.
right now. So we were quiet at first, but we have had some people come in.
Great. And what has been the reaction from those fans? So many are flocking to the Jersey Shore. The visitors are really excited about the exhibit so far.
Oh, they love it. It's just so much fun. We also have a wonderful children's scavenger hunt. So we've incorporated, we've have some Taylor Swift inspired items that are on the scavenger hunt. And at the end of the scavenger hunt, if they find everything, and the children always do, they get a prize at the end. So it's just added another fun element to the museum.
Now, of course, Taylor Swift being from Pennsylvania, and she spent a lot of summers at the Jersey Shore, but she has been in the spotlight for a long time. How exactly did the museum acquire the memorabilia featured in the exhibit this summer?
Again, it was a total surprise to us. At the end of May, 1st of June, we found out the family would like to send us some things, and they would like it to. They wanted it to open on June 13th, which everybody knows 13 is a big number for Taylor Swift. So we all made it happen, and we're so happy that we did so. So happy to have the opportunity to do so. And again, it's been a wonderful gift for us having this collection, because it's bringing people in to the museum. And once they get here, they're like, oh my goodness, there's a lot of other really cool things here too. And so Taylor Swift has given people the gift of history and just opportunities that we wouldn't have had otherwise.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the Stone Harbor Museum?
We have artifacts. Our claim to fame is we have over 5,000 artifacts, and that includes files, that we have, old photos, all the history of Stone Harbor. The town got started in the late 1800s and was incorporated in 1914. So I think people come here and they're like, and if they've been coming to Stone Harbor for years, they're like, oh, I remember that. That's so cool. And they show their children. Again, we have the scavenger hunt, and that's a fun thing for the whole family to go around the museum and look at everything that we have here.
Now, how long is the Taylor Swift exhibit going to be at the Stone Harbor Museum?
Well, we're so lucky. All these items are on indefinite loan to us, which we very much appreciate. And the only thing is the guitar. We are auctioning off at our gala, which is next week, August 21st, at the Reeds. And so the guitar will be part of the gala auction.
Fantastic. Now, what role has Taylor Swift's team played in the development of this exhibit? Obviously, having the opportunity to be able to auction off one of her guitars can be a great source of
Yeah.
funds for the museum.
Yes, we very much appreciate that. And her team could not have been easier and nicer to work with. We're just so grateful. The name of this is the 2024 Taylor Swift collection at the Stone Harbor Museum. So that leads us to hope for a 2025 collection, Taylor Swift collection at the Stone Harbor Museum, too.
Great. Now, how can people find out more information if they're planning a trip and would like to visit the museum?
Come to our website, stoneharbormuseum.org. We're open 6 days a week, 9 in the morning till 12 noon. And come on in. We're a free museum, but we love donations. That keeps our doors open. And we welcome everybody. Like us on Facebook, Instagram, all social media.
Now, having the opportunity to see a lot of members of younger generations coming through the doors, what has that been like for you, having dedicated your career to keeping these artifacts alive and still a living history?
Well, it's been a great gift. I mean, Taylor Swift is actually part of the history of Stone Harbor. And so having her items here incorporated, it's bringing the young people in, and it's making history more interesting. And so she's truly a history hero.
Great. Teri, thank you so much for your time today.
Oh, thank you so much, Veronica. Like I said, we're here for the families to come in and enjoy themselves. And I think everybody really is.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you, Veronica.
Thanks for watching South Jersey in Focus. I'm your host, Veronica Dudo. We look forward to seeing you next time. Be sure to watch more on New Jersey at ONNJ.com.